y'all, good morning and welcome back to my channel. If you're a regular subscriber already, thanks for coming and saying good morning. If it's your first time here, I'm Susan and welcome to the channel where there's a little bit of everything. Anyway, I wanted to show y'all another little made by me project that was an upcycle. I started with a pair of Levi jeans from Walmart, so they're not like vintage, real expensive Levi's or anything like that. They were not anything special. And I wore them until I lost weight and they got too big. Then I decided to just like make them bigger and do some crazy stuff with them. So I'm gonna show y'all what I've got on one and then I'll tell you about it. These are the pants. You can see the patchwork. The back, they've got a little insert down the sides. The back's got some fun stuff. And I can give y'all a little bit. This was a little flower made from a t-shirt. This is a little applique from a shirt. The cargo pockets are from a pair of my boyfriend's old BDU uniform pants. I've got one there. And I think I might have put one on the back. Maybe not. Oh no, I did. I've got one on the back too. Right here we got one. Let's see, this patch, the peace sign, I tore a shirt into strips and made the peace sign, appliqued it on one. These little fabric patches, there's one here, and there's a green one on the back someplace. I can't see it. I can't see the green one. Those are from upholstery sample books. I think that's the green one, right? Nope, there's the green one. Anyway, so I used, whoo, that was close, huh? I used I made some patches from fabric samples out of upholstery sample books. I cut some paisley shapes and things from a shirt and appliqued those on. I did some painting on the denim. I did some painting on the black pocket that I added to the front. Like I said, that came from a pair of old uniform BDU pants of my boyfriend. And then I did a stitch called Shashiko. Also on that pocket, I added black fabric down each side. I did a little embroidery. I did some song lyrics. It says, one place says all you need is love. One place said some dance to remember, some dance to forget. Anyway, let me see. This is them again. Again, this is them. Try to see if I can show you the whole thing here. Backing up, backing up, backing up, backing up. I'm gonna learn to do the camera stuff, y'all, trust me. And this is what they look like. They're kind of cropped. I love them big like this. I just do. This is from a man's dress shirt. This is from a dress of mine that I cut off to make shorter. The embroidery says all you need is love. I use strips of the t-shirt to do the words peace on it. Did I do peace or did I do love? I think I did peace. Oh, I did peace right there. Anyway, I forget what they look like because I can't see them from behind, but yeah, so that was an easy project to do. You don't even have to really have a sewing machine to do a lot of this. Yikes. You don't even have to have a sewing machine to do a lot of this. Go into the thrift store, get a pair of jeans that don't even fit. They don't have to fit. They can be too small, they can be too big, it doesn't matter. Get like, I don't know, 2 or 3 shirts, men's shirts, ladies shirts, whatever. I like to use cotton just because if you get ready to dye them, they hold dye better. And I'm really thinking about dropping these in some kind of a hot pink magenta kind of dye and over dyeing all the colors. Of course, the black would still be black. The blue would pick up some of that color. The white and the prints would pick up some of that color. And just see what happens because it can't hurt them. Anyway, you can sew on buttons. I'm trying to see if I added any buttons. I don't think, oh, I did. On the back, on one of the pockets, I added a button off of a duvet cover or something like that. It doesn't have to be complicated, y'all. There's no reason for us to keep buying clothes and wearing them for 3 months out of the year, then throwing them away. I know you like to think you're doing a great thing by dropping them off at Goodwill or Salvation Army or something like that. There's only so much they can handle. There's only so much they can sell. There are people who can't afford to even go into those places and shop. If you want to give your clothes away, take them to a homeless shelter. Give them directly to the people who need them. Don't take them someplace that's gonna mark them up and sell them. It's crazy. If they're high quality and you don't feel right about just giving them away, set up an account on Poshmark, sell them. That's what I did when I was in and I'm still on my weight loss journey. But to keep from being in a size 24, then it's too big, I need a 22 or a 20, but I can't afford to go buy all new everything. As I would lose weight from a 24, I would list those things on Poshmark. As I sold them, I would buy 20s. I would wear my 22s. As the 20s started getting big, I would sell the 22s and buy 18s. I mean, that's how I cycled them in and out. And lots of times I made more off of them than what I paid. So it kind of took care of itself. I'd had a big weight loss without a big expense as far as wardrobe. I have a passion. If y'all have seen the videos in like India of piles and piles and piles, tons of clothes in the water. It looks like islands. And when they walk out onto it, it's clothes that have been through the cycle here. They've been purchased, they've been worn, they've been donated. They didn't sell. Then it got mashed into a big bale and put on a shipping container and went halfway around the world. And then they went through and pulled out what they could use. There's always still some left. There's always still some left. You know what? Don't contribute to the problem. Try to find a way you can't eliminate the problem. You can't eliminate it. But try to find a way to maybe change your way of thinking. My whole business idea comes from my grandmothers and great-grandmothers, and then before them even, where the ladies used what they had access to make their clothes. They didn't have stores. You know, there were some places, I guess, in Paris, they probably, you know, you could have stores like that. But in North Louisiana, in Podunk town, they didn't have stores. And if they did, they sold fabric. They didn't sell ready-made clothes. And you didn't always have the money for the fabric. But you had to buy feed for your animals because the animals provided your food and your source of income. So they used the sacks that feed came in and that their flour and their sugar came in and made clothes from those. Make the clothes. When the oldest daughter outgrew the dress, you pass it down to the next one. When she outgrew it, you didn't have any more girls, guess what? You cut it apart and make it into a shirt for the next little boy. And when there's nothing left, then you cut it apart and use it for cleaning rags. And when they're this big, you save them up and make a quilt with them. You just don't throw it away. Buttons. Didn't all of you have a grandma, a mama, a granny, a great-grandma that had a cookie tin full of buttons or a mason jar full of buttons? Where do you think those came from? They weren't buttons that fell off of their clothes. Those are buttons they cut off of everything. As they changed it from a dress to a shirt to a quilt, they cut the buttons off and save them because you can reuse those buttons. Y'all, I have a button collection like you would not believe. I have a zipper collection. If something is not something that I can upcycle, usually that's going to be a man-made fiber because I can't stand polyester and all those things that are not from plants. I like cotton and linen the most. Cotton, linen, silk, wool, those are my favorites. I'll take the zipper out before I throw it away or whatever because I don't even like to donate that stuff. I it may be counterproductive, but I don't even like to donate man-made fabrics. I can't stand them. I don't like what they feel on my body. I don't like that we have natural resources at our hands that we're not taking advantage of. I don't like that you're putting a plastic that could be poison on your skin being absorbed into your body. I'm just, you know, I'm really funny about things like that. You can probably tell. I've been ranting about it a little bit. Anyway, take what you've got, change it up, make it fun. I know there are people who will go into their closet like every year, rake off everything into a big vat with black dye and dye it black. It hides stains. It changes the look of it all. It all goes together. You have different shades of blacks and grays. It works. Sorry, that's my other phone. Anyway, just think a little bit about how you can change what you've got instead of that item going into a landfill and you spending more money on something else. You know, it's about just changing your way of thinking. Anyway, I've got to run because I have a doctor's appointment to get to, and I'll let y'all know how that goes. It's the results from my colonoscopy from last week, so I'll let y'all know what the pathology results are. But I wanted to show y'all these jeans and talk to y'all a little bit about it. And if you have ideas, let me know. Man, old shirts and jeans and stuff make the best tote bags and purses. It's crazy. Baby bibs, blankets. It's crazy the things you can do with what you already have. Think on that. If you have questions, ask me questions. If you have comments, please give me comments. If you have some input, if you have ideas, let me know, because I'm willing to try just about anything when it comes to upcycling with fabric and clothes. I love you guys, and I hope y'all have a really great day. Bye.